Oh boy, we're gonna start this day. It's time for the morning. Oh boy, I'm here to say we're gonna start love morning, love morning, love morning, love morning with you. Love morning. Can you feel it too? Love morning, love morning. It's a love morning and we're sharing it now. It's a love morning, love morning. Get that gratitude and let's feel it. Pow! All right. Good morning. Welcome to Love Morning. This is an opportunity to connect, share gratitude, come together, practice presence, kindness, gratitude, authenticity, connection. So thank you for connecting with me in this moment. If you're watching this live, hi. If you're watching this recording, say hello, leave a comment. Let the rest of us know that you're here, that you've been here, that you're coming here, and share something to anchor us to you. It could just be a little emoticon, emoji. An emoticon is when it's like two dots in a paren, but an emoji is when it's a actual like yellow smiley face. Is that it? Okay. Share that or share where you're from, or you are physically right now, or what you're grateful for, so that we can identify fellow humans around the world that are in this like-minded, open-hearted place, and we can feel we're less alone. As we go into the world, we'll know, yes, there's a lot of us out there. There's billions of people out there who are open to connection, and it's easy to forget that. So, good morning. It is a treat and a joy to connect with you. I love you. Bravo for walking the walk as best you can. Bravo for facing this day. Bravo for taking on your obligations, your responsibilities, trying to be the best you can while surviving. It matters. It creates ripples. It inspires people. So thank you. And if you have a chance to do a little better today, do a little better. Be a little bit more grateful, present, kind, a little bit more open to connection, a little bit more in the path of a love ambassador. As that person passes you as you walk by, say, good morning. As you have a chance to look someone in the eyes when you say, thank you. Even just the cashier or the person that boxed your groceries. Boxed? Bagged? I guess it depends on where you are. So good morning. And then what are you grateful for? I would love to hear it. I am grateful for this technology that allows us to connect through these miracles of bits and bytes. And so the vibrations that I emit that you can feel, the actual sensation touching your eardrums are somehow connecting us, as well as intention. It doesn't matter where your heart is. Wait, let me start that again. It doesn't matter where your feet are. It matters where your heart is. And when we connect in this way as a part of these broadcasts, it is how we join Hug Nation. It is a place of joined intentions and love. So welcome. Welcome, Christina. That was a poor start by me. Welcome, Christina. And welcome, Leona. And welcome to anyone who is here on YouTube and Facebook. Hey, we got Brandy's here on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube and Facebook. And I started playing with TikTok Live a little bit, but not while I'm on this road trip. And I am grateful to be on a spontaneous road trip. I'm in Topanga right now. Went on a gorgeous hike yesterday. And other than that, did a whole bunch of relaxing. Leona says that she is in Sacramento in a like-minded, golden, open-hearted illumination for all of you to share. Yay! Thank you. Christiana is grateful for a new job with super kind people. Boom! Thank you for sharing that. And I'm so appreciate the way you said that, because I think people tend to undervalue. I think not when they're in it, but when you start thinking about like where you want to live and what you want to do, people undervalue the people you work with, your neighbors. You know, these are this is the true value. You know, yes, you need money, but if you're working with people that you don't enjoy working with, that is a lot of time to be spent in a place where you don't get to how to be that in places that sometimes make it feel like you can't. Like, because if you can be yourself authentically in your workplace and find a place that you work that you feel at least a little bit good about what you do in the world, that is a beautiful, satisfying, peace-bringing way to make a living. Too many people get caught up, I think, in like, I want to make art for a living, which is an awesome goal. But doing any work that brings in enough resources so that you can live in the world in a way that you enjoy, that allows you to work with people you like, and do something that has some sort of value. The mission statement resonates with a process that allows for more productivity, for environmental processes. Am I making any sense? Don't answer that. Christina says, it's all about the people for me. Awesome. Leona says, I'm so grateful for other humans who keep me focused on gratitude and prioritizing creating open-hearted, loving connections along my entire path. Thank you, Leona. I have really, so I'm going to, you know what, I know what I'm grateful for. Guess what? You don't have to guess, but yesterday I looked at my sobriety calendar and realized that yesterday I hit 4 months, 122 days without any intoxicants. And I should say that my intoxicants and my sobriety allows for psychedelics. So I've been microdosing as well as had a mushroom journey and a ayahuasca journey as part of my healing process. So my sobriety for me is intoxicants, and I am 4 months yesterday, and holy shit, has so many good things happened. And I will say that my sobriety is not just the exclusion of alcohol, ketamine, and GHB. It is also the integration of some really deep work, really deep therapy. So I have 2 somatic-based therapists, a number of breathwork sessions, daily meditation, devouring of self-help videos, the majority of which by Michael Singer, author of The Untethered Soul, as well as the Waking Up app and lectures by Sam Harris and just and a couple of the like little things here and there of healing sessions and healing work. And so I am in such a different place than I was 4 months ago. I feel like a totally different person. Have had some significant epiphanies, significant somatic releases, and shadow work things come through with someone that is incredibly, incredibly special. And I would not have been able to ask them out I would not have been able to connect with them. I would not have been ready for this relationship even a month ago, 2 months ago, certainly not 4 months ago. And so I am so grateful for this path, these choices I've made, this discipline that I have, there was times when I wasn't sure if this was possible. I did not think I could do it and couldn't see life without a daily intoxication. And now I can't imagine my life without this person. And I can't imagine the clarity that I've been experiencing lately. And I feel like it's just beginning, this new part of my life. Do I miss the old part of my life, the old me? Yes, I do. Went to a pizza place last night in Topanga, and the table of guys next to us all drinking big IPA pints. And I was like, that does look fun. But it felt like it felt like watching a high school football highlight game, like glory days. Like, yeah, that used to be fun, but I'm not, I get crushed if I got on the field and played football now, which is a really poor metaphor considering I didn't play football in high school. So I would be even stupider to get on the field today and try to play football. But yeah, it's like I fucking crushed that part of my life. Party John? That dude checked all the boxes. Done, done, done. There's not too many experiences I did not have in the realm of pushing edges. And this is time in my life to push some inner edges and open some heart borders and be open to deeper places, deeper feelings, deeper connection, deeper spiritual path. So in this moment, I am so fucking happy. I am so proud of myself. And I'm so appreciative of the people along the way who have given me a support I did not expect. I've been so strengthened and comforted by the number of people who have been encouraging me and letting me know that I am loved, even if I am not as flamboyant and fun as the persona that I have embodied for many years. And turns out I'm still pretty fun. It's just different. So I'm grateful. Thank you. I love you. What are you grateful for on this beautiful day? Thank you, Christina. Good morning, Mingle. Thank you, Leona. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Still super fun. That's gonna be my new bumper sticker. Sober and still super fun. Maybe just still super fun. I don't identify as sober. I don't identify as in recovery. I'm just, yeah. Brandy, I'm gonna have to catch up on some of your speaking. I kind of went into a rant there. Brand says, I underestimate my own value. Okay, you just hammered the core that I have been working on in the work of the last 4 months. The self-worth vacuum that no matter what I did as a grown-up, I still needed people to keep telling me I was okay because I didn't believe it deep down. And I mean, at times I did, and there were ways that I could be in the world and be quite confident, but there was a little edge of fake it till you make it always until, I mean, I guess I could get no, not always, because I certainly can be, even before I could very much be confident, but it was delicate. It could be, I could fall off of it pretty easily. Brandy is grateful for the badass therapist that she's been working with. They've been working with. And you feel me on the vacuum. You know, in some ways, 4 months feels like a very long time. Like, it feels like the person I was 4 months ago. I mean, it feels like, I mean, the previous years kind of all ran together, like all the COVID years and intoxication pretty much every night. Like 4 years or 4 months of that was like a snap. But 4 months in this path has felt like a long time. A long time. I mean, I was heartbroken 4 years, 4 months ago. My path started with a breakup. I was drunk and got broken up with 4 months ago, 122 days ago. And that snapped me out of my stupor. Oh, thank you, Mingle. I'm sending you warmth to wrap up your sadness. Glad that this has buoyed your spirit. Buoy. I love it. The love morning kindness buoy. Did I tell you, Mingle? I've been slowly putting my toe into. I tend to I enjoy the process of allowing words to flow state out, and I was calling them rants. That didn't feel right. It's kind of been my version of a sermon, but that's a scary thing for me to associate with a religious term, and I know that it repels people. So, I don't know. It's an edge for me. I've always enjoyed being, like, in contrast to Grandpa Caleb, I have the parts of it, but not the religious stuff, even though he wasn't, traditionally didn't have the bad stuff of religion either. Brandy says, the other 4 months feels like forever, especially sober. I lost the 5 to 6 years that I was drinking vodka daily. I'm infinitely grateful that my gallbladder clunked out, putting me in the hospital for long enough to fully detox. The beginning of my non-intoxication, I also was on no stimulants. So I had, but I just, not just, I have integrated half calf coffee and occasionally coffee, which I'm going to work on keeping in check. Because here's something that I have learned that one of my challenges and one of the reasons why I find intoxication so tempting is I enjoy dramatic sensation. I like sweet things. I got a sweet tooth. I can eat dangerous amounts of sweets. I love that. I love gulping. I love a big, I don't like a sip of something. I like a gulp. I don't like a bite of ice cream. I like I don't like, a beer or a glass of wine. I like 4 beers. I don't like the taste of coffee. I like a buzz. Although I do like the taste of coffee. Bad example. But I like to have not just, a half cup of coffee. I'd like to have 2 cups of coffee and feel buzzing. But what happens in all those situations is that the chemical feeling that I am feeling ends up being so loud in contrast to the other aspects of sensation and somatic experience. And so I have been deaf to my body because all I can hear, and I'm using a sound metaphor because here you don't hear sensations, but I don't know, feel to me is a tough word to explain, to strong feelings, but feeling is, I'm still getting my head around physical feelings versus body feelings versus emotional feelings. Anyway, if I check in with my body, which is a skill that I'm growing and practicing, if I have too much caffeine, then I notice the sensations of the caffeine, but I don't notice, or it's harder to notice the more subtle things. So, and I wonder if that's even a deep down defense mechanism, or trying to hide or obscure feelings that I'm afraid. I don't know. We're gonna have a hug in just a moment. Good morning, Jamie. And if you are here and still have a chance to say hello, we got a minute or so to say hello, maybe share gratitude, and then we're gonna have a hug and go off into our days. I just got a text that the beautiful human that I'm on an adventure with is on their way back. And so I will be embracing the rest of this day with love in my heart and optimism and faith like I haven't had maybe ever. Leona's saying, I also think your vulnerable shares are a great example of immediacy and authenticity. So important for all of us to practice in creating meaningful and fulfilling relationships. That is, I thank you. And this person that has entered my life, and we both feel like we were led to each other. I'll tell that story soon. This is the first time really have shared that I have a new relationship, but it is very, 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 very special, and one of the things that has made it so special is we are both very committed to a all-in transparency, immediate, authentic communication. And it's an active process, and it has led to just heart explosion. It's been beautiful. Thank you, Leona. Thank you, Jamie. Mingle is grateful that I marched in the transgender march last night in San Francisco to support my trans friends and community. It was a great night, and I even met Amy Schneider, who is a huge Jeopardy champion. Sorry, the screen skipped. Jeopardy champion. What is a cool thing to do in San Francisco in June? Oh, no, I'm sorry. What is the transgender march? See, I messed up that joke. She's one of the show's all-time great winners. So cool. How fun. Thanks, Mingle. Jamie says, many times it is to hide and obscure feelings, I find, but mostly it makes me ignorant to my subtle guidance. Yes. Yes, I think that is accurate. One of my massive incentives for my shift in removing intoxicants was to try to tune into intuition. And then a weeks ago, a month ago, I went on a road trip, just kind of trying to follow intuition. It actually started maybe like 6 weeks ago with I was going to do a Vipassana and then did not feel right, canceled that. Then I was going to be in jury duty, and I spoke intuitively what I thought I should say. got excused from that. And then I went intuitively like towards waterfalls, and then that didn't work. And I got intuitively headed to Mammoth and found myself skiing, which I was supposed to do. And then intuitively turned around after I stayed in Mammoth for a week, even though that was not the plan, just feeling like that was right. And then intuitively U-turned and went almost all the way back home to a retreat and was drawn. God, the story is much longer and so much more incredible, to this human being that was drawn to me in a similar way. And I've never had something like that happen so dramatically, where I feel like I've been led to this place. And so I'm trusting, absolute trust, that I will be led, or we will be led to where we're supposed to go. Kiri, thank you. Kiri says, I'm grateful for embodiment practices and for a meeting I am having later today with a coach I've been wanting to work with for years, feeling expanded, confident, and magnetic today. Yeah! Oh, awesome. Brandy's saying, get yourself a pendulum to talk about these intuitions. Tony, good morning. Tony says, I'm grateful for having lost 55 pounds since March. The difference in the way I feel is amazing. 55 pounds! It's like removing a small child. That's incredible. Not even a small child, a good-sized child. Wow. No apologies needed for the comments, Brandy. I'm just, because I'm on the road, I have a small screen, so I'm not having trouble seeing all the comments at the same time as normal. So that's my bad. Today I'm broadcasting on YouTube and on Facebook. Brandy says, I am grateful for the smile I see and feel beaming through you to us here. I am pretty happy right now. I'm really really happy. I said to my person yesterday, this is what I've wanted. This is what I want. You are who I want. That is a very intense experience for someone who has been avoidant for most of my life. So, you are so welcome, Mingle. I'm so glad that I got to connect with you and Jamie and Kiri and Leona and Kristana and anyone else who may have popped in from Facebook. And so grateful that you're here, Brandy and Tony, and anyone else that might have popped in on YouTube. My heart is so big, and I have no idea what the future holds, but I am in a deep state of faith and trust. And I keep getting affirmations and reminders that I'm on the right track. So thank you for being one of those reminders and one of those warm, fuzzy embraces along this path. I hope that I can reflect and return that love to you, and that we can know that in these gatherings and these reminders of connection, that we can all kind of be strengthened, knowing that we are not alone, and we can be love ambassadors in the world and be these little vibe creators that lift and remind the people that we pass that there is possibility, there is so much light, especially when you're looking for it. So, wherever you are in this moment, good morning, Brent. Wherever you are in this moment, Let's give ourselves a big squeeze. Sending that out to one another, embracing ourselves exactly where we are in this moment, feeling connected in this oneness. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you beautiful love ambassadors, thank you for being here for this love morning, being a part of Hug Nation, and being you just perfectly in the world. I love you. Good morning, Christina. Thank you. And Kiri says, I hit the like button too many times and Facebook revoked my like button access for your protection. Man, that's just so like Facebook. Trying to keep us down, removing our thumbs. Have a beautiful day. I love you.